Hello students, come back to our class of 8th English. I am going to teach you the lesson of 5th lesson, the treasure within. So this is the page number 71 children. All should open the textbook, page number 71. So what is the name of the lesson? The treasure within. Before going to the lesson, we have few pictures in page number 70. All are able to see now? Page number 70. There are some pictures given. The 4 pictures are given. He is telling to see. Look at the pictures given below and answer the question that follows. Okay. He is telling to look at the pictures and answer to the question which was given below the pictures. Let us see children here. What is there here? See, first picture. Who is this person? Are you able to identify who is this person and who is the second, who is the third and who is the fourth one? So children, everybody knows, I think. Okay, everybody knows about the speciality of this person. Who is this person? He is the Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Who is this person? First person? He is the Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Okay, next. Second one is the APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam. And the third one, children. Who is the third person here? He is the Sri Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya. Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya. Repeat with me, children. Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya is the person who is in the third picture. Next, fourth one is the last, not but the least. She is the latest lady. Everybody knows, I think. What is her name? Saina Nehwal. Let us see here. What is the speciality of that? Okay, all might have seen the picture and you have named also. Identify the person in the picture. The first picture is about the Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Who is that person, children? The first person is the Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. The second one is the Sri APJ Abdul Kalam. Who is the Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan? He is the person belonging to India. On his birthday, everybody knows, I think so. On his birthday, we used to celebrate the Teachers' Day. On his birthday. On which day we are going to celebrate the Teachers' Day? September 5th. On September 5th, we are celebrating the Teachers' Day on the behalf of his birthday. Next, Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam. Who is the Abdul Kalam? He is very great scientist of India. Yes or no? He is one of the scientists. Okay, and he wrote many books also. Next, goes to the third picture. Okay, the third picture is the Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya. Okay, he is also having one of the other speciality in his profession. Next, last picture. Who is she? Saina Nehwal got many medals and won many trophies in which game? She is the athletes. Yes or no? She is the athletes. She played many competitive matches with other countries. Okay, what is the specialty? Which game she used to play? Tennis. Okay, or badminton, I think. Next, first one, children. Identify the persons in the picture given. Yes, we have identified and we have named that person. Next one, which field does each of them belong to? They belong to the different fields. Yes or no, children? They are belonging to the different fields. Now, would you like to be any one of them? Yes, everybody has an ambition to become. I will become the APJ Abdul Kalam. I will become the scientist. I will become the tennis player, or I will become the famous teacher. I will become the famous doctor. Like this, I will become one author. I will become the poet. Everybody has the ambition. But here he is asking a question. Everybody likes to be in any one of the profession. If yes, name the field you like. Which field you like? Yes, I like to become a teacher. I became the teacher. I am teaching to you. And you are if you want to become the doctor, that is your ambition, and you should have to struggle and work hard to become the doctor. Okay, oral discuss, talk on ambition of your life. Okay, that means you can orally speak by yourself or with your friends. Okay, now comes to the lesson, children. That means this is the lesson dealing with one life dealing with the life history of one person. This lesson is about the life history of one person. Okay, now come to the lesson children. Fifth lesson, page number 71. The treasure within. The treasure. What is the meaning of treasure? Treasure. What is the meaning? Collection of valuable things. Okay, collection of valuable things. Treasure within means the collection of valuable things, the collection of valuable memories, the collection of valuable metals like gold, silver, jewelry, whatever it may be. So it is a valuable thing. The things which are valuable within, the valuable things present in us. The valuable things present within means in us. The valuable things present in us. Let us start the reading part. Read the following interview. That means in the lesson there is one interview going on. One interview is going on. How it is going on? Who and who are the characters? Let us see in the following lines. It is based on the conversation. It is based on the. This lesson is based on what? It is based on the conversation. Conversation is nothing but children. What is the meaning of conversation? Conversation. A talk between two people. Okay. The speech between two people. Okay, the conveying each other their opinions. Okay, conveying each other, they talking to each other. Okay, this is the conversation between M.S. Belaraja. M.S. Belaraja. So in short form we can call him as a BR also. Okay, we can call him as a BR. Editor of Sparsh, a news letter from the resource center, the Valley School, Bangalore, and Mr. Hafiz, contractor, HC, Hafiz, contractor, Hafiz, Mr. Hafiz, contractor, HC, one of India's leading architect. Okay, he is one of the architecture. Okay, he is one of the. Who is the one of the architecture? Hafiz, contractor. Hafiz, contractor is one of the India's leading. India's leading is nothing but he is a famous architecture. Okay, this is the part one children. Okay, we are going to deal with the lesson the treasure within part 1. So this is one type of conversation. Remember that it is one type of the conversation. HC. I used to have this terrible nightmare. Means I used to have this terrible nightmare. Who is telling? HC is telling. Hafiz, contractor. Okay, Hafiz, contractor. That means what children here? That means there is one interview is going on. Okay, the interview is going on, and who is taking the interview here? Hafiz, contractor is taking the interview, and the conversation is between going on between whom? Between the Belaraja, Mrs. Belaraja and Mr. Hafiz, contractor. Now let us see what is happening here. Hafiz, contractor is telling, I used to have this terrible nightmare. That means I have terrible, okay, very frightened dream. Nightmare is nothing but the frightening dream. Frightened dream. I used to have this terrible frightened dream. What is a dream? Only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, it seemed to have disappeared. Okay, it seemed to have. Only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, from last 4 to 5 years, it was disappeared. It was gone. Before that, I have a nightmare. I have frightening in dreams. Okay, frightening dreams. Next, Belaraja. What nightmare are you talking about, and why do you think it has disappeared now? About what nightmare you are talking, and why do you think it has disappeared now? Okay, like this, these words are spoken by the Belaraja. What nightmare are you talking about? What nightmare? What frightening dreams you are talking about? And why do you think it has disappeared now? Before it was there, now it was disappeared. What is the reason? Now Hafiz, controller, is telling, I used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a mass examination where I did not know anything. Okay, where I did not know anything. I used to get nightmares, means frightening. I used to get many dreams, frightening dreams about appearing for a mathematics exam. Okay, when I did not know anything, I used to fear for what? For mathematics examination. Now the psyche must have gotten over it. Means in psychology I must have got over it. Means it has faced that fearness has gone, and I have faced through that fearness. I don't have to think about education. I don't have to think about education, and there is absolutely no time to get nightmares. Okay, there is no absolute time for me to get the nightmares. I don't have time to get the frightening dreams also. Okay, why? Because I don't have to think about the education. Why? That means something is happened in his life history. Something is happened, and he is explaining in this conversation. And who are making? Remember, children, who are making the conversation? The two persons are making the conversation. Conversation in the sense it is going in the interview. And who are those two persons? Miss Bela Raja and Hafiz controller. Okay. Now Bela Raja is telling, tell us something about your earliest memories in school. Tell us something. Tell your life history, whichever you have spent in your school. Next, Hafiz controller. In the first and second year, I was a good student. In the first and second year, when I entered into the school, I was good student in the first and second year. After I reached the third standard, that means when he reached the third class, I simply lost interest and I never studied. I simply lost the interest. I never studied for the next classes. I used to be interested in games, running around, playing jokes and pranks on others. That means then he lost the interest in studies and he kept more and more interest in playing, running and playing the jokes, making comments on others, and pranks on others is nothing but making the comments on others. I would copy in class during exam times. That means he is telling, he is not fearing. Okay, he is not fearing. He is telling the real life what he has spent in the back. Okay, he would copy in class during exam time. Next, I would try to get hold of the examination paper that had been prepared and study it, as I could not remember things that had been taught to me in class. What he used to do? He would try to hold of the examination paper. He would have removed the examination paper and he prepared and studied it. As I could not remember, that means why he is doing this all the things, he has a habit of not remembering the things that he had been taught to me in the class. Whatever things were taught in the class, now I am teaching. If you remember in the class what the teacher is teaching, are you able to write in the examination the same concept of what the teacher has taught you in the class? So that interest this boy has not kept while he was in the third standard onwards. However, later means after some time, one sentence spoke to me by one principal changed my life. See, after few years, what is happened? Some sentences are spoke, means some sentences are told by the principal. That sentences have changed my life. Whatever the words have told by the principal, that words have changed my life. See how he has changed his life. When I approached my 11th standard, see, after the completion of the 10th standard SSC board exam, okay, after the completion, what he has done, when he approached his 11th standard, the principal called me and said, okay, after when he was going to the 11th standard, his principal called him and said a few words. Look here, son. Look here, son. I have been seeing you since day one. I have been seeing. That means from first standard onwards, I am seeing for you. Okay. You are a good student. You are a good student. Good to know. Okay. You are a good student. But you never studied. From the first day onwards, I am seeing you. When you have taken the admission in the school, from first day onwards, I am seeing that you are a very good student. But you never studied. But you are not studying well in the school. I have taken care of you till today. That means I have taken the care till today. Now I no longer take care of you. So you do it yourself. Till now I have taken the care. See, being the principal, being the headmaster of a school, what is the duty of the headmaster? To look after, to take care of the students who are studying in the school children. So now the boy has approached to the 11th standard. Now the principal is telling that I will not take care of you, so you should have to see by yourself. Okay. He talked to me for 5 minutes. How many minutes the principal has talked with that boy? For 5 minutes only. You don't have your father, your mother has worked so hard to bring you up and paid all your fees all these years, but you have only played games. See child, I am calling you just to remind you. I am not going to help and I am not going to care you from now onward. You should have to see by yourself, and you know that your father has expired. You don't have your father. That means your father was expired, and your mother is working very hard to earn the money to make you to study. Okay, and you are the child who is wasting the time and keeping the concentration, keeping the interest in the games. Now you should raise to the occasion and study. Now you should have to raise. Now by yourself you should have to struggle hard and you should have to study. I used to be a very good sportsman. I had been the senior champion for so many years, and I also was the cricket champion. I used to play every game, but that year I did not step out on the field. See, few words are told by the headmaster. Yes or no, children? Few words are told by the headmaster. What? You don't have your father, okay, and your mother is working very hard, and you are not keeping the interest, and you have not utilized that money. You are not utilizing the money. You are just wasting the time in playing the games. So from now onwards, I will not take care of you. So you should have to see by yourself. These words are told by the principal to the child. Now the child is speaking by himself. I used to be a very good sportsman. Now this is a conversation of children. The conversation is made between two people, two persons. Who are those? HC. HC means Hafiz controller and the Bela Raja. This Hafiz controller is speaking to the Bela Raja. This is all life history of his own. Next, I used to be a good sportsman. He is telling that I was a very good sportsman. I had been the senior champion for so many years, and he was the senior champion for so many years also. And I also was the cricket champion. Means this many. He has kept the interest in playing only. That's why he got this many names. I used to play every game, but that year I did not. After hearing the words of the principal, in spite of keeping the interest in the game, he did not keep the step also outside. Okay. Now, I would go for prayer, and all I would do was eat and study. I normally used to copy and pass, but I realized that once I was in SSC, I could not do that. See, what is happened from childhood onwards, what he used to do, he used to play the games only. But after when he was going to the 11th standard, he stopped all playing the games. He started what? He would like to go for the prayer, and he would want to eat and study itself. I normally used to copy. Okay, he used to normally copy, no, when he was a student in the 1st to 10th class. So he used to copy in the class. But he realized what is the reality. When we copy, we are not gaining any concept. We are not going to gain any knowledge. So he got realization. He realized in the SSC examination. I could not turn the page number, children. Turn the page number. I could not. Okay. From that time onwards, when he was in 10th class, he realized that what is the use of copying? There is no use, and he realized, and he stopped in that year only. When I got a second class, see, when he got a second class, 50% in my SSC, my principal said, son, consider yourself as having got a distinction. This is my memory of my school days. Difference. Okay. See, when he was working hard in the year, when he was working hard in the 10th class, when he was a work harder, when he became working hard boy, in the 10th class, he got how much percent, children? He got 50% in his SSC examination, and the principal was appreciated him, and he told the difference between what he has spent from how much time he has spent from first class to 9th class, and what he has gained in the 10th class. He is telling about his destination, means distinction. He is telling about the distinction. He is explaining about the difference about the working hard people. This is my memory of my school days. This is my memory. It was the memory of his school days. Next, children, I did lots of other things. Instead of studying well and he got the 50% of marks in the SSC exam, he did a lot of things. See, as far as my things are concerned, I can't remember. Okay, he can't remember. I forgot things very easily. To remember, I have to see things as a photograph. Okay, whatever the past life I have wasted, I did not remember. If I see the photograph, then I will be remembering that. Now the new life has changed. The life has changed in my life. Before I used to be a different one person, and now I became the other person. Okay, when I was a kid, I don't know the importance of the education. Now I made my career. I worked hard and made my good career. The person is telling. Who is that person? Mr. Hafiz controller. Mr. Hafiz. Okay, to remember I have to see things as a photograph. I read a book and I read a book and I can remember the matter as a paragraph, but not through my mind. This is how it works. So this much part, what is happened, the Hafiz controller has explained for the Bela Raja. Now Bela Raja, after hearing all these words, now Bela Raja is going to speak. When you were in school and you were doing badly, did the teachers pull you up, and how did you feel? See, this many bad things you have done in the school. Did your class teacher or if you are any subject teacher has pulled you up? When she pulled or when he pulled up, what is your reaction? How you felt at that time? Bela Raja is telling. Now Hafiz controller, I never felt anything on being pulled up. I did not feel anything when they were pulling up. No, when I am disturbing for the class, when I wasted the time in playing the games, they did not. I never felt anything. I did not feel any nervous. Okay, when they pulled up, I used to be so interested in playing. Why? Because I used to forget all the things. If they pull also, I didn't care for them. Why? Because I have kept a lot of interest in playing. I would receive a caning every week. I would receive a caning. Caning means nothing but punishment, children. Okay, caning. I would receive a caning every week. Every week, the teachers are going to punish me. Next, Bela Raja. When you knew that you had incurred, when you knew that. Okay, when you knew that you have incurred, you have suffered. Incurred is nothing but suffered, children. Suffered. INCURRED. Incurred is nothing but suffering. Okay. Suffer. Now, children, when you knew that you have suffered the anger of your teacher by not doing your homework or by behaving badly, when you knew you would get a caning, what was the state of your mind? See, whenever your teacher is going to be suffer, whenever your teacher is going to can, means pull up, whenever your teacher is going to give the punishment at the anger of your teacher by not doing your homework, how much you have suffered? That means the Bela Raja is asking how much you have suffered when you have not done the homework. Okay, when you have bared the anger of the teacher. Okay, what is the state of your mind? What is the state of your mind? Did you do any reaction? Did you do any response to the teacher? Now, state of mind, just lifted up the hand and they would cane me you. Okay, cane me you. That means whenever I do the mistake, just I will raise the hand. Okay, when I will raise the hand, they will just come near to me and they will just to give me the punishment. It would hurt badly. Okay, when they are giving the punishment, no, it would hurt badly, and then I would have to forget about it because I would want to go and play. Again he is repeating the same. Okay, how much the punishment is given by the teacher, that is not matter to me, but because more and more interest I was shown on the playing only. Next, Belaraja. Have you ever felt insecure or threatened? Insecure. Insecure. See, when the punishment, when the teachers are giving the punishment, when the headmaster or the principal is giving the punishment for you, did you feel insecure in the school? He is asking. Hafiz controller. I was just interested in playing and nothing else. He is repeating the same word, children. I did not show any interest when the teachers are giving punishment to me. I did not show any interest at that time. I just going on playing and playing only. I was most interested in funny pranks. I was most interested. That means it is a very bad habit, no, children. When we are making the funny pranks or funny jokes in the class, it is a bad habit. That means we are doing some nuisance in the class. We are disturbing for the class. Not only for the student, the teacher who is going to teach, she is also or he is also going to be disturbed. One day I did not want to study. So lastly he planned. One day I don't want to study. So I created a distinction. Means so he created, means he made some differences. For 1 whole hour we played chore police. One day what happened? He left the class. He don't want to study on that day. So he went outside and he played the game with the students, with other students. What is the name of that game? Chore police. Chore is nothing but thief, children. Okay. And the police, you know, the policeman. Okay. He played the chore police. Every Saturday we were allowed to go into town to see a movie. Every Saturday, what the children used to do? They used to go to and who is allowed here? The students are allowed to go into the town to see a movie. So what I would do was, at the time when they are going to see the movie, no, at the time what he used to do, I would do was have no lunch and collect money from 40 to 50 students. We used to not eat the lunch, and I used to collect 40 to 50 students. Okay, collect money from 40 to 50 students and run and buy the tickets. Run and buy the tickets. He used to not whatever he has done, he used to run and go and buy the tickets. He used to collect the money from 40 to 50 students, take the money and he used to buy the tickets. On my way back, I would eat to my heart's content. Okay, heart's content. I used to be the leader of a gang. See, children, what is happening here? When the students are, when 40 to 50 students are going to watch the movie, you know, he used to collect the money from the students. Okay, then afterwards, he became a leader for the gang. He used to become the leader of a gang. We would have gang fighters and plan strategies. Okay, they form a gang. Okay, gang fights. They used to form a gang and they used to fight and plan strategies. Okay, doing the some other things. Strategies, nothing but doing the other things. Like, these things used to interest me more than any academics. Okay, these things, whatever the funny pranks he used to make, no, this became the more interest in his academics. Students used to book my textbooks for the following year. Students used to, whatever, suppose he is in the 10th class, he has passed away 9th class and he is entering into the 10th class. Whatever the 9th class books are there, were booked before only. Students used to book my books, textbooks for the following year because they were almost brand new. Why these books are brand new? Why? Because he don't open the textbook and notebook for reading and writing. That's why the children, the student used to book the textbooks before the year. I probably opened them one day before exam. Why? Because why these books are very neat? Why? Because we used to open the books before one day exam. So this is the lesson, children. About what? This is the lesson about the treasurer within. Treasurer means what I told. Treasurer, the collection of the valuable memories, the collection of the valuable things also we can tell. So what we have learned from the first part is explained. One conversation is going on between Belaraja and the Hafiz. Okay, Hafiz controller. So Hafiz controller is explained his life in the conversation. So okay children, this is our class which I taught you in this class. Okay, this is the lesson. What is the name of the lesson? The treasure within. So next class we will meet with the another part of the lesson. So take care.